Hello. Welcome back to the D&N Medical Series. I'm your boy Damar and this is
Nikki.
And today we're going to look on 10 signs that med school is just not for you. Alright, so stay tuned. I'm sure you're interested to know what these 10 things are.
So the number one thing that med school or medicine or being a doctor is not for you is that you're super afraid of blood, bodily fluids, or needles, and you don't want to change that. There are persons who have a fear for these things, but with practice, they can change. But if you think you will never change and you will always faint when you see blood, feces, urine, dead bodies, cadavers, you see those things and you think that you just cannot manage it, your stomach can't manage it.
Stomach not strong enough.
Your stomach not strong enough. I don't think it's for you. But if you're willing and open to change, it can be for you.
So another sign that medicine is just not for you, if you're highly discriminative against persons, whether it be because of their religion, because of their sex, gender, sexual orientation. In medicine, you will have to treat a lot of different persons, abusers, criminals, prisoners. You have to treat them equally as any other patient. So it's important for you to consider these things, right? Because if you're like that, then I don't think medicine is for you.
So another sign that med school is not for you is if you're not a team player. The entire field of medicine, coming from med school through to being a doctor, has to do with you working with your peers and working with other persons for the best outcome. One person cannot know everything. When you combine a group of persons, you have a better chance of getting the correct outcome for what you want, and you want the best for your patient. Throughout med school, you have to work together. You build up with studying. When you go in the working world, you're working with doctors, you're doing a surgery. It's a group of persons, nurses, you have doctors, you have anesthesiologists, you have everybody coming together for the best outcome of this one specific patient. So you have to be a team player in order to excel in medicine. If you're not a team player and you don't want to change, you just want to be like that forever, I don't think medicine is for you.
So another sign that medicine is just not for you, if you're too emotional, it's gonna drain you emotionally. If you see a patient and they're going through something and you start crying and you can't function properly, I'm not saying to be cold-hearted, no. You can show empathy, but if you're too overly emotional and get so caught up or wrapped up or so emotionally connected to the patient, then that can pose a problem.
Another sign that med school is not for you is that if you're all about the money, you do medicine because you want to get rich off of being a doctor. Guys, that's not it. I'm not saying it's not possible to get rich off being a doctor, but I'm saying the most important thing here is your passion. Your passion for helping others, and not just a passion to get rich and to boast on others, to say I'm rich, I'm a doctor, I'm this. No, it has to do with your passion. It's not about the money. It's not about the money.
Alright, so another sign that medicine is probably not for you is that you don't like the hospital. You don't like being in the hospital. You don't like the smell of the hospital. Some people say that the hospital has this particular smell. You don't like the look of sick people and all of that stuff. Well, I don't think medicine is for you, because when you're in medical school, you're going to spend a lot of time in the hospital. When you're finished, you have to do some amount of time at the hospital. I'm not saying that there are not opportunities outside of the hospital, but you still have to be here. So if you can overcome that for a couple of years and be in hospital and it doesn't bother you, then yeah, you can do it. But generally, if you get freaked out by hospital, then no.
Another sign that med school or medicine is not for you guys is that if you're too arrogant. And when I say arrogant, you have this bad attitude. Nobody can talk to you and you feel like you're above everyone. This is not for you. You're going to be dealing with persons who are ill. You're going to be dealing with persons who have lost a family member, lost a husband, lost a wife, a daughter, a son, an uncle, and aunt. You cannot be going around rushing these people. You have to show empathy and show them that you actually care for them. You might not know what they're going through physically, but you have to show some form of understanding to their reaction to these losses and illnesses. So being so arrogant and you don't want to change that or do anything to change, I don't think this is for you.
So another sign that medicine is not for you is that you're lazy, for one. This is the most important one. You're lazy, you're not determined, and you don't work well under pressure. All right, so laziness is a lot of studying, is a lot of practicing, is a lot of sleepless nights. You're on call, if you love a bit too much and stuff like that, maybe it's not for you. Also, you have to work on a pressure. Patient can be crashing. There's so many things you need to multitask, that is, and do many things at different times and stuff like that.
Another thing that is not for you is that if you're an extreme germaphobe, so that means you're always, well, there's nothing wrong with always cleaning yourself and washing your hands using your hand sanitizers, but there is a time and place for everything. So we don't want you to be extreme germaphobe to the point where it seems that you're scornful. So you've just treated a patient. The patient may have some sores or something. The patient may be HIV positive, and after you're finished, the patient is sitting there. You run, flash off the glove, washing all your hands right in front of the patient to make it seem like looking if anything catch you or anything like that, to just make the patient feel small or to just
uncomfortable.
Right, make them a bit uncomfortable. I don't think it's for you, but there's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself first. You can probably go to the restroom or somewhere private to just get yourself cleaned up, but you have to be careful of how you're reacting to these things and not just come off as being scornful, because who wants a scornful doctor? Nobody.
And also be careful of your facial expression, because you might not act like it, but then your face, when you see your skin up your face, I'm like, what is,
Right.
that can rub them the wrong way to the patient.
So I see you. Imagine you see your patient with some sores. So you say you go to the patient. Good day, good day, Damar. How are you feeling today? Are you doing something like that? What is wrong? Oh, I'll take very good care of you. Nobody wants that, guys. Facial expression is extremely important as well.
So the last sign that medicine is just not for you, if you're not willing to sacrifice personal time. So as you know, medicine can take up a lot of your time. You're going to miss moments, right? You're going to be working on holidays. Sometimes you want to take a vacation. It may not be possible because you just have other stuff to do. Females may want to stay home and raise their kids. And
males want to raise. Males want to raise their
of course,
kids
and males too. But and they just can't find the time for that. So if you're a person like that who just can't sacrifice your time for the betterment of others, then I don't think medicine will be for you. Yeah, so that's something you should consider. Alright, so we just did 10 signs to know that medicine is not for you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and again, if you're new to our channel, ensure that you subscribe to the D&Nmedicalseries and welcome to our family. Alright, so that's it for this video. If there's anything that you think is worthy of this listing, then of course ensure that you comment in the comment section, right? We want to hear from you, right? And we need your opinion as well. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.